Hi ladies, so today I'm going to be showing you my no makeup look. So this is a look where you don't want to look like you have any makeup on, but you're covering all this red and blemishes and of course putting our eyebrows and mascara on. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is our eyebrows. So I already washed my face first. I like to do my eyebrows before I do anything else just because. My favorite product is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow. I usually use the color caramel if you've seen some of my previous videos, but yesterday I took a trip to Sephora to replace my old one and I switched to the color chocolate. So the reason I did that is because the caramel has a little bit of a red undertone to it, so whenever I would get in like really fluorescent lights, it would have that red tint. As you can see, I'm a blonde, but I have darker eyebrows. So after trying many colors on my hand, I finally settled on the color chocolate. So it is darker, but it's not that bad. But the thing you have to remember when you open a new dip brow is it is so fresh, so you have to have a really light hand. Unlike my caramel, if you've seen me recently in my videos, I have to kind of go over some spots because I've had that one for like well over 3 years, and I lost the lid recently, but there's still plenty of product left in it, so I'm not exactly tossing it yet, but I don't want to add oil into it because I'm afraid of it changing it up, and I already get oily skin kind of in my T-zone. So we'll get started with our eyebrows. I like to use the Anastasia number 12 eyebrow brush, so it has the flat angled end, and then it has the spoolie on the end. Sorry, mine's dirty. I always go in, brush out my eyebrows, and then this is the time where if I had to pluck anything, I would do all that plucking. And then I dip my brush just a little bit, like I said, because this is brand new. So we're just going to do a little bit. I like to pull the product to the tip, and then I start here in the middle, and we're going to draw up to the arch, and then we're going to bring it down to the tail. We have a line like that. As we can see, this is a lot darker, so we'll see how it turns out on my brows, maybe once we brush it all out. So then I like to brush the brow hairs down, and we're going to do the same thing on the top. We're going to start here in the middle, bring it to the arch, which is the highest point of your brow, so even though your hairs are kind of lighter here, we're going to bring that up and then down to the tail. The reason we're not bringing it all the way over to the end is because we want to create that ombre effect later. So then we'll just take a little bit of product and we're going to do hairline strokes downwards to fill in that brow. And once you think you have enough, you just use your spoolie to brush the brow back out. And then without re-dipping, that's where we're going to start going in, and just doing little hairline strokes. If you make any mistakes like I did, you can either clean them up now or we'll go in with concealer. Alright, so there's what we have so far. It is going to take me some practice getting used to it being a darker color, but I don't think it looks bad. So what we're going to do is go in and clean up around the edges with the concealer. That's going to help give us that more crisp line that we really like. And then I'll go off camera, finish my other brow, and we'll finish up this look. So for concealer today, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photofocus and the shade Light Ivory. So I just picked this up. It's another new item we'll be trying out. So it's been going around YouTube that this is supposed to be like an amazing dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. I haven't tried the Tarte yet. I actually have some coming in. So once I get that and get a little bit of wear out of both of the concealers, then I'll give my opinion on what I think. But we're just going to take this, and this is pretty awesome because it already comes with a little brush versus usually the e.l.f. I have to squeeze out. So we're just going to do some around the edges. And we're just gonna blend it down towards that line. Now, if you just had a rough day and you have a mess, I always keep a towel, or if you have some kind of pants because you're getting ready, you can just wipe that off on there and then keep going. Alright ladies, welcome back. So I finished my brows. I'm still trying to get used to this color because it is slightly darker than I've been using, but however, I usually like a really bold brow, so we'll see. So last thing I do for my brows is I like to seal it and shape my eyebrow hairs. So you can use an eyebrow gel, or I just have some clear mascara. I've been using it for a long time. And I scrape the product off and just brush my brows very gently so that you don't remove any of that product that you already have on there. This just helps set some of those hairs. Like, I get crazy wiry hairs, so it just helps set them in place. There you have it. So next I'm going to do a color correcting tinted moisturizer today. So before we apply anything that has color in it, so foundations, tinted moisturizers, you want to make sure you have a primer on because that's what's going to help keep that product from soaking into your pores. So because I am going to be using the SeneGence color correcting tinted moisturizer in light, I'm going to use their Silk Pore and Wrinkle moisturizer, which is also has Cineplex in it. So I'm going to use this all over my face to just help moisturize and make that barrier. So now we're going to go in with our color correcting tinted moisturizer. I like to use a wet beauty blender. I just feel like it gets a more even application, but you can use your hands. I'm just going to apply some and dab it all over my face. And you can just see already that it's taken away that redness. And then I have really big pores on my nose. It actually covers those and they're not as noticeable to like not even noticeable. So it's really awesome. And the product is buildable, so if you want a little bit more, and you can use it under foundation. Alright, so now that we put our tinted moisturizer all over, I like to go in and throw a little bit of blush because I just feel like anything with color, be it foundation or tinted moisturizer, kind of washes your face out. So I still throw a little blush, and then can't have blush without highlighter, so I do a little touch of highlighter. And then just a little tint on my lips and my mascara. So let's get to it. While I was at Sephora yesterday, I picked up this cute little beauty at the checkout counter. So it is the Benefit, what color is this? Sunny Golden Pink Blush. So I like a nice coral. It has this cute little brush that comes with it, but this is what the color is. And it's just a fun summer color. And then we're going in with our Small Stippling Brush from e.l.f. And we're just going to pack a little bit on there. I haven't tried this yet, so we'll see. We're doing a lot of new products. And we're just going to dab it, stipple it onto our cheek. I like it. It's just a subtle peachy color. So the stippling brush I just started using like a couple of videos ago, and I actually really like it, and I was worried I wouldn't because you can build the color, because I have a tendency to have a heavy hand whether I'm doing my eyebrows or my blush or my bronzer. So this is really awesome because you can just build it, and then you can also start heavier and actually create an ombre effect up with your blush. So let's do the second cheek. Alright, and then of course you can't do your blush without putting some highlighter on. So my favorite highlighter to go to during the week whenever I'm in uniform is the e.l.f. Pinktastic. It's actually a baked blush, but it just gives me a beautiful subtle glow, so while I'm in uniform I'm not looking like I'm just covered in glitter, even though I'd love to be covered in glitter. Whenever I'm applying this highlighter, I like to use the e.l.f. blush brush because it has a tapered end, but actually I discovered that they have a highlighter brush that looks just the same. So either get the blush brush or the highlighter brush with that tapered end. And I just go in. I've had this too for probably over 3 years and haven't even hit the bottom. And I just rub it, and then I go along the top of that cheekbone, kind of overlapping on where our blush is. I like to focus a little bit right here. See, it just gives a subtle glow. Not too much, but not too little. Alright, and then the last thing I do is my eyelashes. And then of course I might put some on my lips. So when I do my eyelashes and I have a lot of time and it's not quick, throw some mascara on, I like to curl my eyelashes first, apply a primer, and then mascara. So this primer is from L'Oreal. It's just the Voluminous base, and it's in white. So just open it up and apply starting at the base. I like to focus a little more on the corners just because I like it to look a little thicker. And it just helps lengthen and kind of thicken the brow or eyelashes. And then we'll go in with the Maybelline Mega Plush mascara in the color Blackest Black. This has been my favorite drugstore mascara for a while now. And we just start the base just like our primer and wiggle them up. This is going to help coat each hair and separate so you don't have clumping. There you have it. We have some long, thick eyelashes. And the final step is I take a Q-tip and I'll either wet it or just and clean off our lips. Then I just top it with a gloss and go. And there you have it. This is my no makeup look that I do every day during the week. I hope you enjoyed this. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks.